Hi everyone. Today we're talking about how to add, like what exactly I will do to add an extra 10 to 20K a month in my online business if I wanted to do this now without adding more stuff in. Okay. So this is for you if you're already making sales. Maybe you're making, like, let's say over $10,000 a month. Yeah. 10, 20, 100, like it doesn't matter so much. And what you want to do is to add an extra 10 to 20K. Okay. You don't want to add more offers. You actually want to use what you already have in terms of content, in terms of messaging, in terms of positioning, in terms of offers. You want to do this without copying someone else's strategy. Okay. You want to do this without guessing, am I supposed to do ads? Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do this? You want like a very clear strategic move on how to do this. Okay. How to make more money, how to leverage what you already have, okay, without actually taking on more one-to-one client. Because I feel like a lot of the time is like scale your one-to-one practice, like meaning scale, have more one-to-one clients. This is what's going to make you more money. And it's true, but like if you don't want to take more one-to-one client right now, you can also like do another way, and I will show you how to make an extra 10 to 20K per month. Hi, I'm Gwen. I have coaches and experts who are already making sales at 10 to 20K a month with Evergreen funnels and sales systems that convert. So you know where we're going already because I said with Evergreen funnel and sales system that convert. And there's so many ways of having sales system. Okay, sales systems doesn't mean Evergreen funnel. If I was already making over 10K a month right now, okay, and that's you, that's and yeah, you saying like anything above 10K a month, here's exactly where I would focus, and it's probably not what you think, okay? Because I'm not saying to take more one-to-one clients, okay? And I want to be very clear with this because a lot of the time, what I've seen out there is I'm helping you make more money by taking on more clients. Yeah. And for me, what I love is that, yes, on the front end of your business, sell your group program, sell your mastermind, sell your one-to-one, but like on the back end of your business, build this like pool of like very warm leads, build this pool of people who have already bought from you. And so they trust you. They know that you deliver results and they're going to be like the perfect client and so easy for you to upgrade them into your other offers. So let's say you've got a signature offer. Okay. Right now you have a signature offer. Your signature offer is selling. It's not selling like the maximum that it could be selling. Okay. If not, you will not be listening to me right now. But you are doing well. Okay. You're doing well. Like you're definitely doing better than you were doing 6 months ago. You are seeing the momentum. Like you have done a lot of mindset work. Maybe you have reviewed the capacity and the format inside your signature offer. Maybe you have like even a VIP tiers in. And so you're seeing like some changes. You have made some changes, but you hitting a little bit of a ceiling because you feel that everything, all the efforts that you're doing on the front end of your business, being like creating content for social media, for email marketing, maybe you're creating a podcast episode or YouTube video, like all of this creation is leading to you having a certain number of sales. And you're wondering like, okay, but like what else? Okay. And if you don't have a big team, okay, if you don't have like 15 people working for you, like you want to think about something to do that is also simple. Okay. And I'm saying this because I have zero team. Okay. And I had a big team for like 18 months before and I fired everyone like over 6 months ago. That's another story for another podcast. But because my business also looked a lot different on the back end. And I actually wanted to do this on like just by myself and see how far I can bring this. I can bring this without anyone in my team. And that doesn't mean that I don't use any help, but I hire contractors to do some stuff sometimes. Okay. Like edit my podcast and this kind of stuff. But I don't have a permanent VA, a permanent OBM, like I used to, graphic designer, like all of this stuff. Okay. And so maybe that's also you. And maybe you're freaking out thinking like, oh my God, like if I have all of this stuff, I need a team. Okay. I need a team to build this. I need a team to do this. I need a team to maintain the things. And I want to tell you that, yeah, you can have a team. If you have one, like that's great. You can use them, but you can also do this by yourself with a very simple way. Maybe not the the building of it, especially if you're not like a tech wizard. But you can hire a contractor that can help you with it once you have the map. Okay. And that's something that I help all my clients and I can help you with, like design the actual funnel. But like, you want to do it so simple that you can edit it. Yeah. That you can make changes. If you do like launches or different stuff, like you want a business that you can edit the stuff by yourself. So something that I know you want is that you want more people in your group program. You want more people in your self-paced program. Okay. You may not want more people into your one-on-one, like I was saying, but you have a few different offers. And at the end, you only talking about two of them on social media. Okay. To avoid confusion. And that's also something I talked a little bit about in my last podcast episode. And so maybe you are still selling manually, okay? Meaning like you're still the one pushing the sales every week on Instagram, in your Facebook group, if you have a Facebook group, or in your email. And you're still wondering like why growth feels like this, why it feels like it's coming in waves, even though you are working very hard. Like you understand also, like speaking about waves, that in our business, it's normal to have phases of expansion and it's normal to have phases of contraction. Okay. But you know that even in a contraction phase, you should be making sales if you have planned for it. That's why like a lot of what I see, a lot of people in the expansion phase in their business is that they do the big launches. Like that's the time also that I like can map like 100K strategy, 100K launch strategy for a client. Like they're in expansion, like they do it, they're here, they love it. And then they have like a phase of contraction, which always happen, you know. And instead of having planned for this phase of contraction, during the phase of expansion, by building backend systems and automating some sales, automating some offers that can then lead into higher offers, even into one, especially when they feel like it's not selling so well on the front end of their business, they haven't done it. And I'm saying this like this is so important because your business cannot, well, it can, but it's very difficult to only count on people seeing your post on Instagram. Like if you only count on they're going to see my post and that's why they're going to buy, like remember, people, they follow on social media, hundreds, thousands of people that they follow. And they follow those thousands of people or those hundreds of people. And when they look at their feed, they probably see like what, 15, 20 people post, depending on how many hours, obviously, they have scrolled on social media. You can't count your entire sales and your entire business just on people seeing your post on social media. So the issue here is structure, okay? And I love a good structure. And it is not everyone like big stuff that they love. Honestly, like for me, it just helps me so much because and some of you may relate to this or not, but like if you know about human design, like I'm a manifesto, okay? And so a manifesto in human design is someone who has not at all the same level of energy in the entire year or the month or the day. And so for me, I cannot count on being like go all the time. And so what I need is systems in place. So it look like on the front end of my business that I'm like go all year round, pumping stuff up. But the reality is that I am not, because I don't have an energy level that can allow this for me. And so I do have system in place for all of that. So if you want to add an extra 10 to 20K a month, okay, so I stopped talking about human design, or even you want to double your revenue, depending on like what is your revenue, it's not going to actually be about just stretching your capacity to receive more. And I'm saying this because sometimes I see this online and I believe that we need to stretch our capacity in a lot of different levels. But you can't just stretch your capacity on receiving more to receive more. Okay. You actually need different backend structure. And that's where also we have as a woman, you know, like we have, and you may be into this or not, like, but for me, our business and ourselves, we are very yin and yang, you know, that's not for nothing that I'm a yoga teacher for like over a decade. Is that so we have this yin and this yang. We have this feminine, also more flowy aspect that wants to receive, that wants to be nurtured, that wants to nurture people. And we have this more masculine aspect. And depending on your personality and who you are, it's very rare to be fully balanced. So some women are going to be a lot more in the masculine, and for them, they're going to have to lean into receiving, into stretching their capacity, into being in flow. And some women are a lot in this feminine, and stretch themselves and their business into this. And then we'll need to add the structure and the masculine side. Okay. And I feel like we do need each other. Okay. The masculine needs the feminine needs the masculine. And so when you design your business, you want to take this in consideration, especially if you feel like you are a bit like hitting a wall, because all the strategies that I share with you are not going to all work for you today. Yeah. So we all have different strategies that needs to be applied depending on where we are in our business. And if you're not sure if you need an evergreen funnel, by the way, like something that I talked about in my last episode, so you can go and see that. But a way for people to upgrade, like in your offers, like if you already have people in and you don't want to be like reminding them of like, you can also go into this offer next, or you want to do this, like you can have all of this stuff happening on the back end of your business, like a way for people to upgrade with ease, to resign into your program and stay connected with you. It's automations. You need an easy way also to have a pool of hot lead. Okay. And for this, you need to shift the way your business functions, not just to do more all the time, but also like to put what's working and automate it so you can actually do other stuff. And I'm saying this because, like me, you probably want to scale with a very small team or no team at all. Okay. And I know like that this is something that almost everyone, I can guarantee, that is listening to this want. Like, you don't want to be micromanaging like an entire team. Okay. And I'm saying this like I also had a manager for my team, so an online business manager, okay, an OBM. And even this, like you still have to manage, and everyone is doing mistakes, and at the end, like you have to fix everything. Depending on like your team, you know. But at the end, like you are the one so passionate about your business, and it's so much easier to do the things as you want to do them. So if you want to have a team, have a team. If you don't want to have a team, don't have a team. Okay. But yeah, something simple. I absolutely love simplicity, and it would be weird for me if you're listening to me and that you don't love simplicity, because I will not understand you. Why would you love something complex? And so we want things to be simple, okay, that work for you, that are easy, and that you don't need to tweak every 2 minutes, and also being faced with like tech challenges, because that sucks. So what would I do to add an extra 10 to 20K a month? Okay. The first thing I will do, as obviously with everything that I said so far, is set up a funnel. Okay. But not any funnel. I will set up a funnel that sells one offer on the daily. Okay. Every day on a daily basis. One single offer, one clear funnel, not 10 freebies, not 6 tripwires, like not a course bundle. No, one front end offer with messaging that's already been proven live, okay, launching live or selling live all year round, depending on how you're doing. And that this messaging is going to get automated to sell every day. That could probably be first a hell yes funnel. Okay. And a hell yes funnel for me is an easy funnel with a low ticket offer, not necessarily having a freebie. So you get like right away your dream client. They're people that are paying. This is what they want. And this, you can grow it. You can grow it on your back end of your business. Is going to build like your pool of hot lead. And this funnel will warm them so much that they will buy your signature offer that you can have also coming in from another funnel. So I would have for sure a funnel that is set up, that is something that I talk about in my content very often, that people are going to jump in. Either it is an offer that you talk about a lot. And let's say you have, to give you an example, like maybe you have a membership. And so every month, like you have maybe new people coming in, like you're putting content in maybe every day, every week, every month, depending on your membership. But like this membership is the perfect funnel. Okay. If your membership is amazing, people are going to ask you about your other offers all the time. But a lot of people are also a little bit shy, you know. A lot of people are not quite sure what you have, especially depending if you have a website, is everything very well like details on what you have, or are you more selling your offers like in the DMs, like a lot of also people. And if you are, in the membership, like instead of talking about your offers, you could have systems that, depending on how people interact with the content, they are going to enter specific automation that is going to invite them into something. And depending on how they react also in this automation, they're going to stop the automation early if you feel that they're not wanting it, or is going to lead them into buying another offer. This is the main thing, okay, that I wanted to say with like this small offer. Number two, like what I will do is build the backend pathways for the rest of my offer suite. So you probably have a product suite, an offer suite, like depending on how you call this. I love to call that also an ecosystem of offers, because I don't like the hierarchy that we see when we see like a suite. I don't find like it's like a stairs, one offer after the other, but rather an ecosystem of offers. At least that's what I teach. And so what I will say is that, yeah, you will have this, all your offers selling on the back end. Okay. So you will have pathways to connect your entire offer suite. And this, my queen, is where most people are stopping. Once the main offer is converting, whatever you are selling on, like as your first big funnel, I will map out like a back-end path, a mid-ticket add-on. I will also add probably like a premium VIP upgrade to something that you have. Even like having like something, a funnel they had for like another one of my signature offer a few years ago, and that worked very well, is that I had people were buying the offer, and then I noticed that maybe 3 weeks on, people were starting to have a little bit of issues, and I asked them if they wanted 3 weeks on. So I had a funnel for this, like an automation that an automation, not a funnel, for them to know about the VIP upgrade and what was all inside and what was the price and exactly what they would get and what they were feeling right now. And of course, people were going into the VIP upgrade. You can also have a low touch alternative. Like I will not just be creating just new offers. That's something that I want to be clear with. Just like smart positioning, connecting your offers on the back end. So when someone buys something, they start buying everything. And have also like probably offers or systems for people to have access to everything that you offer if it's not something that you already have. So you don't have to create a new offer, but rather you create like almost a new package. Number three on what I will do if I wanted to add 10 to 20K a month is I will simplify the front end content to point to the funnel. Okay. I will not necessarily direct all my content towards a freebie or even towards the funnel, if I'm being very honest. But every piece of content will push one thing. Okay. Awareness, urgency, authority around the funnel offer and the signature offer. And what you can do is that you can have a signature offer that you speak like on the front end of your business. And then you can have like, let's say a low ticket funnel. And this low ticket funnel also lead towards the signature offer. And this will also build offer awareness, because like this, when you are talking in your content, let's say about your mastermind, you're talking about your mastermind or about your 6 months group program, whatever it is, your signature offer. And then people are going to be like aware of it, which is cool, but maybe they're not buying it. And that's fine, but maybe you have a low ticket offer because maybe they want to experience how you coach people or how you lead an offer. And so they will have access to the low ticket offer. And then you will have a funnel that build them towards the signature offer. And because they already know the signature offer and they already knew like this looked awesome, then they will buy it from your low ticket funnel. Okay. So I will not be creating tons of freebies. Okay. If I wanted to add 10 to 20K a month, I will not add tons of or any low ticket offer. Just like one is fine. Okay. So no free stuff, just one mid-ticket offer. You can have multiple mid-ticket offer depending on like your business and how you are serving people. Mid-ticket offers are more to solve like one specific problem. So if you solve specific small problems, they might be called together depending on like your offer suite again. If I was doing something free though, I would do a live event like a Telegram challenge or a live training that redirect to my signature offer. And then after, let's say, 7-day period, I would go into downsell and have the funnel going from there. So it's also like your business and the structure behind your business, you need to think more long term. So let's say if you were doing a launch and you were doing this like 7-day challenge in Telegram, or you're doing like a challenge or like a 7-day masterclass or 3-day masterclass, whatever, you want to already have thought of what happens afterwards. Okay. And what are you going to sell? Because when you do a live launch, like you get so much momentum, so much of awareness, so much visibility, like don't do nothing after that. Okay. And that's why like after that, either you have already like a funnel that was in place like this, you can continue deliver what you wanted to deliver and you're not going to have to go to launch mode again. Or if you wanted to go to launch mode again, you can. But like I feel that a lot of people who are doing launches feel that the energy drops down a lot. And when you have a funnel that is ready because you did it before doing your entire launch, like stuff are so much easier, so much easier. Okay, another thing I will do if I wanted to add 10 to 20K a month is that I will cut anything that doesn't support sales. Okay. So like I said, no more like freebies that don't lead to conversion. If you have freebies that leads to conversion, keep them. If not, like everything else, just ditch it. No content platform also that doesn't build authority or drive traffic. That means that if you're using platform at the moment, but just for the sake of it, it's actually not leading to anything. I will not just like pour myself into 10 platforms at the same time. Okay. Especially if it doesn't lead to a funnel and then automated sales. The last thing that I will do is that I will protect my energy like a CEO. And the example of having an evergreen funnel for a low ticket offer that you put in, let's say after a live launch, is exactly an example of how to protect your energy. At this level, like what breaks the business isn't skills, okay? Because you have a lot of skills. It is self-doubt, it is overthinking, it is distraction, and it is not planning ahead. So I will set tighter client boundaries, okay? If I wanted to add 10 to 20K a month, because this, by having tighter boundaries, by stopping also over delivering, by stopping trying to prove my worth to everyone, and build a schedule around me when I'm performing the best. Okay, not when I am available. Like if I wanted to have more income, like 10 to 20K a month, I will do this. I will think about my boundaries, stop over delivering, stop trying to prove my worth, and having a schedule where I work when I'm at my peak performance. When I'm not at my peak performance, what am I doing is also very important. Having a CEO day or having some CEO time where I am actually doing like the work of thinking of my business and what I'm planning for this quarter, this year, and so on. And not just reacting to what is happening and be like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm already making this entire money like right now, yeah, but what about tomorrow, and so you don't have to like overplan. And I'm not here to like stress you out saying like you're going to be sick and in the hospital or whatever. I do not wish that for anyone, but I know how it feels to not have planned for stuff like this. And so if you know that this is something that you want to plan for, then do it. Okay. Because adding 10 to 20K a month to your bottom line isn't a mystery. Okay. You don't need more offers. You don't need more platforms or more content if you're already making 10K and more. Yeah. You do need a funnel. Okay. That sells your signature offer and backend automations that upgrade your current clients into the next logical offer for them. A backend that handles upsells for you, that makes it so much easier, and messaging that makes you the obvious choice. That's how it compounds to add 10 to 20K a month. If your offer is already selling and you're already ready to add an extra 10 to 20K a month through a funnel network, through specific automation on the backend, like there are a few ways that we can work together. You can, if you wanted to build this funnel just by yourself, you're a lone wolf, you like to do all of the things by yourself, like you can go into Passive Income Academy. Like this is all pre-recorded, everything I have done to build like multiple funnels, and you get like at least 4 done for you funnels and more than 80 pages of emails. Like everything is very, very clear and done for you inside, okay, as like template and swap copies. If you do feel like you want me to plan the funnel for you because you want to know how to customize the experience so your clients, they have the most beautiful experience and they love it being sold to because of how it's made, and that's my specialty. Like you can either join the VIP day where we map it in a day, like your entire funnel. I also have a 90-day and a 30-day intensive, depending on like what assets you already have and the support that you need. And of course, like if you want a 6 months group mentorship to refine your entire business, so from the offers, but also the messaging, the system, the backend, your mindset, all of it, like the one space for this is Elevate. Okay. I can't wait to see you adding 10 to 20K a month, okay, by simply doing the 5 things that I shared with you today. Do them because they work. Bye, everyone. Have an amazing day, and I see you in the next episode.